So hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and this is Dr. Jahan this side, and I am definitely hoping and expecting that your preparation is going fantastic because the exam is approaching, although the dates are not yet out and only the month is given in the notice. But again, you have 4 to 5 months in your hand, 4 months in your hand for the exam, and definitely it should be the time that you are strict and consistent with your preparation, because 4 months are also good enough of time. If you are definitely consistent with your preparation, you will definitely be performing well, right? So obviously in my previous videos I have been talking about various strategies, what notebooks you have to make, and what are the smart tips, and a lot of stuff which is going to be really helpful for somebody who is seriously and genuinely preparing for Neet 2024. But here today I am going to talk about my journey from rank of 14,000 to rank 817, 14,000 in Neet PG 2022 to rank 817 in 23. And I will definitely be talking about everything, the mistakes I did, and what were the downfalls, what were the difficulties I felt, and how I was able to adjust with those difficulties and realize that it's okay, and it's definitely possible for every one of us to get a rank, to get a desirable rank, to get the dream branch and the dream college, if at all the strategy is planned right. So moving ahead, I'll be obviously talking about the journey in short, because definitely talking about the journey in detail is not possible in a video like this. So if at all any one of you want to get in touch with me, obviously the Instagram and the Telegram channel is definitely there. The Telegram personal handle is there, and I am always available there because I obviously keep on solving doubts of all the NEET PG aspirants about the preparation, right? So yes, it is a rank of 14,000, from the rank of 14,000 to rank 817, and presently I am pursuing MD Medicine at MGMMC Indore. And is it possible that, from the rank of 14,000 to rank of 817, or maybe a better rank, is it possible? Then yes, definitely it is very much possible. And I am going to tell you how it is possible and what are the changes you have to do in your preparation that is going to definitely make it possible, right? So the first thing I will be talking about before everything will be the mistakes I did in PG 2022, and I will not want any one of you to repeat these mistakes, because this is the main purpose of the video, right? So I want to tell what I went wrong with, so that you do not repeat that, right? So the first and the foremost thing was that I was reading my entire set of notes from head to toe, from the beginning till the end, in every revision. So that was very time consuming. So I realized it maybe a month or 2 months before the exam, that it is taking a lot of time and I need to be very specific with my preparation. But again, 2 months before the exam, it's not possible for you to change your strategy, and it's not possible for you to adjust your momentum in a certain way. So I went with the flow. I was just going with the notes, and before the exam, few days before the exam, I realized that I haven't revised even a single subject twice. So I was not able to recall the stuff. I was not able to recall the main recall in the main exam, in the main GTs and in the subject-wise test. And definitely the same happened in the main exam as well. I knew the question, I knew it is there in my notes, I knew this could be the answer, but again, no surety because you haven't revised well, right? That was the first mistake. The second thing, which was very important, was that I didn't focus on the overlapping topics. Now we know that toxicology is in forensic medicine and is in medicine also, so I was doing it from both the places. And anatomy, the female and male reproductive system, is in anatomy also, it's discussed in gynecology also, so I would spend time doing it from both the subjects. Physiology, my endocrine, it's in there also, and it's in medicine also. So again, so these overlapping topics have to be decided, that you have to do it from a particular place where it is in detail, and definitely you will skip that particular topic from the other subject, right? This was a mistake which I did, and that was again very consuming for me, right? So because I was doing it from the beginning till the end, and I was doing it in every revision, so I was not focusing on revisions mainly, because my revisions were not going well, because it was taking so much time that I used to leave some of the other stuff in every revision, because I had some target set, and just to complete that target I would jump on to the next subject, right? Then the next mistake which I did was, which was very, 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 very important. I was using multiple resources. I was using notes for exams. I was using question bank and test series of Marrow. I was using some revision shorts from Prep Ladder, and I was using a particular stuff from Cerebellum Academy also, right? Because a lot of my friends had different platforms, so I was like, okay, this is better from this place and this is better from this place, so let's use everything, and it is going to be very, very helpful for me. But once the exam was approaching, I realized, it's a mixture here. So it's just everything is just so haphazard and so jumbled up in the brain that will not be able to recall the main stuff, the important stuff, which is required to solve the MCQ while you're solving the MCQ. So then I realized it was not at all the right decision to opt for the multiple resources. And last one which I did was that while I was solving the images, and this I've told in my previous videos as well also, that while I was going through my images, I didn't save the most important images. So what happened was, so again, when I was revising the particular PDF, I used to see the entire PDF from the beginning till the end. So in this particular attempt, what I did was I used to save, for example, if there are 500 images of pathology, so I will make another PDF of pathology of around 100 very important and volatile images which I am forgetting in every revision. So before the exam, I'll be just revising those images, because the other images naturally will be in your head, somewhere that, okay, fine, this is important. So there is no need to revise those images just few days before the exam. All right. So these were obviously the mistakes which I did in my preparation, and definitely the PG 2022 exam went on 21st of May. It took place on 21st of May, and the result was announced on 1st of June. And I knew after 21st of May that the exam was not good, and I will be not getting a good rank. I'll be not getting my dream branch and my dream college as well. So definitely you have to, think about it, and you have to obviously give it a thought that yes, it has to be another attempt, and you have to prepare, because you were not prepared well, and it when you appear in the exam that this was not your up to the mark preparation, and your up to the mark preparation has to be definitely much better, and you are going to go ahead with this particular thing. So I joined TAMS test and discussion on 26th of May, and I started my preparation after the result. I mean, after 2 to 3 days of the result, around like 4 to 5th of June, I started my preparation with the tests and discussions, and definitely my preparation went in the flow. And I started obviously a little slow, but then I achieved the main momentum 2 to 3 months before INI, because obviously INI was another main exam. Either you give it seriously or either you take it as a grand test. That's completely your call. But definitely my advice to you will be, for all of you, that do give this INI also, because it is going to be, if not you are not targeting this exam, just give it as a grand test, right? So obviously the Neet 2022, the rank was not good, so you feel a little demotivated, and you feel like there is another attempt, there is another exam waiting for you, the surety of which is not there. Your friends are getting selected, everybody is going to be joining the residency, and you have to sit back again for 6 to 9 months to prepare for the exam, and at the end of the day you do not know the results as well, right? So then again, you have to tell yourself that it's okay, and it's okay to give it one more shot, just to get your dream branch, and just to make yourself understand that now this is the final limit, and I gave my best. Whatever is going to happen, we'll see it later, right? So that is how the main exam, the Neet PG 2022, the post-exam trauma or mental disturbance, it just went, right? So obviously initial of my doubt, my doubt in the very initial phase of the preparation was, what source now? I was following DAMS for the notes. Obviously I attended the classes in third and final year, and I had my notes, but for the test and discussion, for the question bank, and for everything, right, and for subject wise tests, for short courses, my main source was completely DAMS. And obviously I told it that I have joined the course. I joined the course on 26th of May, and I started the preparation later, right? So definitely there were a lot of difficulties in the beginning of the preparation. First and the foremost, you are starting doubting yourself that, is it possible for me to go ahead with the exam? Will I be able to perform in the next exam better, because I haven't been able to perform in this exam? First. Secondly, your friends are getting selected, and you see them joining residency, and it's very mentally disturbing for you. So you have to cut off yourself from social media, so that those Things should not reach your mind, should not reach your heart, they should not affect you emotionally, right? And obviously there were some family issues which were going ahead, and my mother also underwent a major surgery, so that was also taking a lot of time. So I was okay with that. So initial phase of the preparation went like that, and I was like, okay. And after all of this thing settled down, and after I was like, okay, now this is the right time to start the preparation, and now I can, start with the full flow, and I can definitely make my strategy, and I'll be going ahead with the preparation. So the first thing obviously was source. Second thing was making your strategy. So you have to make your strategy, I mean, of all the 6 to 9 months, a very rough one, right? That means your first reading will be finishing in these many months, your first revision in this, second revision in this, third revision in this, last 1 month will look like this, last 15 days, last 7 days, and last 2 days, last 1 day. Everything should be planned beforehand, because if at all you are not planned, if at all your targets are not set, trust me, you will definitely get confused in the mid of the preparation. And I mean, things will get very hazy, and things will get very jumbled up and very confusing, and you will, keep on wasting a lot of time in deciding what the right strategy is. So make a rough layout in the beginning only, and just try to adjust and modify it accordingly. Maybe the number of days can fluctuate, maybe some hours can fluctuate, maybe you can obviously shift the subjects, but not the timelines. They should be very, very strict, right? So obviously when I started the preparation, the INI was approaching. It was on 5th of November, 13th of November, sorry. And I was not prepared for INI well, because my first reading got completed by October, right? So I thought of giving INI as a grand test, and I'll be analyzing myself how it went after the first reading. So I paid for the exam, and obviously I got a rank of 4,000, and I knew where I did mistake. I mean, what part of the syllabus went wrong, and which subjects I was a little weak in. So I was able to analyze it from INI, and definitely post INI, when the results are not good, you again go into that emotional trauma. You again, are so doubtful about yourself. You lose faith in yourself. You start questioning yourself, that is it possible for me? Will I be able to actually do it? And I mean, so many questions you keep on asking yourself. But again, at that point of time, nobody else apart from you is going to come and tell you that it's okay, and it's definitely be good and better in the coming exam, right? So just tell this thing to yourself. Even after this exam, which is on 5th of November, if you do not perform well, if the result is not well, despite you being prepared or despite you being not prepared, just take it as a grand test, and just tell yourself, it's okay. I'll do well in the Neet PG exam. That's it. Right. So obviously after the exam went, I mean 2 to 3 days after INI, I again picked up my subjects, and I started my preparation again. Obviously after the first reading, you have to plan for your first revision, and for first revision you have to make your brief layout, and that layout I made, and I started my revisions now. Now initially in the first reading, I was not very strict with the to-do list, because I thought first reading complete karni hai, kar lete hain. But from the first revision, I was very strict about my to-do list. To-do list का मतलब क्या है? Now before I go to bed today, I will make my to-do list for tomorrow. What all subjects I'll be completing, what will be the timeline of the day, how will my day look like tomorrow, so that before the moment I wake up tomorrow, I do not have to doubt myself. I have no confusions about how my day should look like, or what I should do first in the day, then in the day, and how what part of the day I'll be solving MCQs, what part of the day I'll be reading my notes, and what part of the day I'll be revising my images. So if at all you are not able to complete your targets tomorrow, right, you will definitely be adjusting and modifying your day, your schedule day after tomorrow, and you will be ensuring that you will complete these targets day after tomorrow. You do not have to create a backlog at all. That is my first and foremost thing. Secondly, you will make your targets, you will set realistic goals. Please do not expect so much from yourself. Just set the targets and the goals which are definitely achievable in the entire day, right? So that you feel happy after you are actually done with those targets, and you can easily reward yourself, even reward yourself for the achieving the targets, right? So that's the first thing. The second thing is how every subject will look like, as in every subject how you are going to approach, right? So the first thing will be, you will be reading suppose you have picked up dermatology, you will read the notes, You will be seeing the important images. You will be going through all the important previous year's questions of last 5 years of Neet PG and last 3 years of FMG because the board is overlapping. You will come back and mark those mark those previous year's questions in your main notes so that you know that these are the important previous year's questions and I have to emphasize on these topics. Mark the previous year's questions with a red pen, right? Then you will be making your 20th notebook from your first revision and your last minute revision topics from your second revision. And the details about both of these resources I have talked about. I have discussed in detail in my previous videos. So please, if at all you want to know about them, just watch my previous videos. You will get a very clear idea of what I'm actually talking about at this point of time. Right? Then 20th notebook, the last minute revision topics and regular GTs every week at this point of time. But once exam is going to approach, maybe in December or January, you can increase the frequency to 6 to 7 GTs a month and maybe 8 GTs a month before the main exam, right? And subject-wise test after every subject and this mocks, INI mock and Neet PG mock and computer-based tests which are conducted by DAMS because it is going to actually help you understand how the main exam looks like. Now again, it's not a promotional post, it's just what I felt best about the platform and I took it as my responsibility to deliver it in the best possible way that yes, this platform has these resources which are going to be really helpful for you in the Neet PG exam. So it's not a promotional post at all. Those of you who feel that they are definitely performing well and their preparation is going good with other platforms, please stick to that. There is no need to change your platform, right? So first thing is the subject. Second thing are the revisions. Now all of us, we just feel like that revising is not important, reading is important. That's wrong. Revising is so important because revisions are so important because you concise your notes, you make your 20th notebook, you make your last minute revision topics, and these three things are going to help you 1 month before the exam to revise the entire syllabus in maybe in no time. A subject will not take you much longer only if you have revised and concised your notes and only if you have made your 20th notebook and last minute revision topics. Again, go back to my previous video to see it in detail and just make the note of that and just do follow that particular thing, and I'm definitely assuring you it will really help you. The third and the most important thing, question bank. I am receiving a lot of text at this point of time. Should we solve the entire question bank? No, you should not, because at this point of time, solving the entire question bank will not solve the purpose at all. What is going to be very helpful for you will be solve your previous year's questions and solve custom modules with the tags of Neet PG PYQ and AIMS PYQ, clinical based questions, image based questions, or one-liners, instruments. Solve the custom modules because in the custom modules you get the most important question out of the question bank, so the waste, the junk is actually discarded, right? So you just have to focus on the most important thing. The next thing, which is very important, is the regular grand test. I received a lot of text last week, also before that we are not performing well in our grand test and my score is just stagnant, it's not improving, I should stop giving grand test. No, the main purpose of grand test is not to see your score, not to take that score on your heart, but to analyze your weak areas. To first of all to analyze how the main exam will look like, secondly to analyze your weak areas, thirdly to control your anxiety and palpitations, and fourthly to analyze the weak areas and to make them strong, make these weak areas the strong areas till the next duty comes. This is the main purpose of grand test, and not that your score is not improving and you stop giving the grand test. Because see, definitely the score in the grand test will reflect in the main exam, but doesn't mean that if you're not performing well in the grand test, so you'll not perform well in the main exam. Till the main exam, you will be revising, you will be reading, you will be making out 20th notebook, you'll be making your last minute revision topics, you will be revising your notes frequently, and you'll be definitely performing well in the main exam, right? So do not do this mistake of skipping GTs just because you're not able to perform you're not able to get good score in the grand test, right? Now, very important thing, very important thing, the regular breaks. I have emphasized this thing in my previous videos as well, that regular breaks are highly important. Now, once I had been through this journey and now I'm out, I know how important it is for you to recharge yourself at regular intervals. Right. It's very, very important. Somebody who's preparing from home now can spend time with family, because trust me, in residency, you rarely get time to spend with family because you're staying away from home, and some of you might be obviously changing states as well. Right. So just take regular breaks. So just recharge yourself for a few hours or maybe a day, and then again start the preparation maybe the next day or whatever time suits you. And this break should be only a break and should not be a long weekend holiday. Right. So if it is a break, it will definitely help you to recharge yourself and to go ahead, right? So almost everything is done. I've discussed everything in detail, but yes, there are some very important do's and don'ts I would like all of you to know about. Now, do's, I have already told earlier that you have to plan your revisions well. You have to only read your notes in the first reading, and in subsequent revisions you have to plan that what is the most important thing you will be reading. Secondly, you have to set your targets. You have to make your to-do list every day. You have to set the realistic goals, and you have to ensure that you are definitely achieving those targets and you are definitely going ahead with that, right? Now, there's a very important thing which I want to emphasize is about the physical activity or maybe workout, cardio. I really would emphasize the importance of at least giving half an hour in the morning to just physical activity or maybe cardio, yoga, meditation, half an hour, 45 minutes. It is definitely going to help you channelize your energy all throughout the day, and you will definitely feel positive about that, right? And yeah, so spend time with your family, which is very, very important. Have good food, have adequate sleep. Do not compromise on sleep and food. Just keep yourself mentally, emotionally, physically happy, because it's very important for you to take care of your mental, emotional, physical health. At the end of the day, if you are stable mentally, emotionally, and physically, you will definitely be performing well in the main exam. But if not, it is really going to affect your main exam day, right? And the don'ts again will be the same. Do not create backlogs. Complete your target every day, right? Secondly, do not at all just cut off yourself from social media at this point of time. Just delete your Instagram account. Just keep WhatsApp for important contacts. Just do not attend messages all throughout the day. Just keep your phone on silent in the morning, and before you go to bed in the evening, you just have to see and go through some important messages or calls and just reply to those. No long conversations with any friend of yours. If at all you are emotionally drained and you want to talk about, you can go ahead with that. But apart from that, no long conversations, because it is going to take a lot of your time. And very importantly, the most important thing is that you are not supposed to lose faith in yourself. Do not lose faith in yourself. I'm repeating it again. You will be doubtful so many number of times in this journey. You will be questioning yourself. You will be losing faith in yourself. You will be asking yourself so many questions, and you will be always expecting somebody by your side to tell you it's okay, things will be fine. But not every time people will be there by your side to tell you that things will be fine. You have to keep on explaining yourself every single time that yes, I will do it, and yes, it's possible for me to crack this exam, right? So sometimes you can obviously phone a friend or maybe talk to your family or discuss it with anyone you feel like, but 99% of the times you yourself will explain yourself, it's okay, I will do it. And that's how you will obviously keep on approaching the exam, and you will definitely be performing well in the main exam, right? So see, downfalls will be there, and they are with everybody. It's not like that the top rankers do not experience downfalls. Now, as I told, obviously my mother underwent a major surgery in last year, and that was very emotionally, mentally, and physically draining for me. It was highly exhausting because a lot of things alongside were also going in the family, and you have to take care of everything together, right? And in fact, 2 days before the Neet PG 2023 exam, the recent exam in March, something very major happened in the family. And I mean, at that point of time, it was not possible for me to open my books or to study or to revise what I planned to revise in last 2 days. And I was so emotionally disturbed at that point of time. And I was about to lose faith, but then suddenly, you just tell yourself that it's okay. I have given my full, I have invested myself during this 6 to 9 months in the preparation. I have been dedicated enough. I have been consistent enough. I had been hardworking enough. And these 2 days will not change my fate. These 2 days will not change my destiny. I will be performing well in the main exam, and I revised certain volatile stuff 2 to 3 hours before the exam in the morning, and I appeared for the exam. It went well, right? So my analysis after the exam was that it's not about how much knowledge you have, it's not about how much you have read, it's not about how intelligent you are, but it's about how consistent, how hard work, how dedicated, how genuine you have been towards your preparation, and that is what it is going to be reflecting in your main exam. And that is how the main exam will actually look like, right? So my last advice to you will be that this exam is only a state of mind. Those 3.5 hours of the exam in Neet PG and 3 hours in INI will actually decide whether or not your destiny will be changing further or not. But trust me, it's not the end of game. It's not the end of the life, right? So if at all this exam is not going well, or this exam doesn't go well, it's not that you do not have any further options, it's not that you do not have any chances ahead, right? So I've seen so many intelligent students not being able to perform well in the main exam just because they were not in the right frame of mind when they were appearing for the exam, and things were not, the exam didn't went well for them, right? So it's not about being intelligent, it's not about being smart, it's about just being, cool and calm, and very, very subtle at the time you are appearing for the exam. The question is on your screen. You have to control your anxiety and palpitations, which exactly is solved by the giving regular grand test, because the grand test is going to definitely solve this purpose and will definitely tell you how to control your anxiety and palpitations if at all a question in front of you you're not able to solve or you're not able to crack, right? So and just do not think about what the result is going to be. Just think about what your present is looks like, and how you are going to improvise on your strategy, how you're going to improvise in your preparation, and definitely just keep telling on yourself that I will do it. It is going to happen. The most important thing is just have faith in yourself. You need to have faith in yourself. Only then you can expect other people to have faith in you, right? So if you do that, trust me, I am ensuring you this thing, you are definitely going to perform well in the main exam. Just stay consistent, just keep working hard, be dedicated toward your preparation, maintain the discipline all throughout the journey, and just keep faith in yourself, and you will definitely shine. Trust me, the jump from 14,000 to 817, I've seen people getting amazing ranks from 81,000, from 91,000, from a lakh, and in 2 digits and in 3 digits. So definitely it is very much possible. Just everybody has a different story. I have shared mine, and I just hope and expect that you will be relating with this thing. And those of you who feel like extracting the mistakes or extracting what I told about in this video and utilizing it in your preparation, definitely please go ahead. I'll be more than happy. And definitely whatever doubts you have regarding your preparation, I am there on Instagram, and the Telegram handle is definitely there in the video, also in my previous videos as well, and I'll be mentioning the handle in this video also, and we can definitely connect there, right? So I just want to wish all of you all the very, very best. The exam is just 4 months away, and if at all the strategy is right and the consistency is there, definitely you guys are going to shine and perform well in the main exam. So till then, all my best wishes to all of you, and just take care of yourself. That's the most important thing I want all of you to understand and remember. Just take care of your mental, emotional, and physical health, right? So all the best. Bye bye. Take care of yourself.